Good Monday afternoon, everybody. September 18th, 2017. Hope y'all had a wonderful weekend out there. I certainly did until last night when the Packers devastated me and many of you. And you're probably tired and frustrated for a Monday. But you're already halfway through the day, so you got to get pumped for that. Ooh. And Andrew,
hello.
You know,
yeah,
it was such a great weekend.
Yep.
Perfect weather. Mm-hmm. And Brewers were great. Badgers were great. But where were those Packers?
Behind.
Mm-hmm.
That's where they were.
Yeah, I don't get it.
Whole time. That's all I have to say on this.
Waited all day for that, and that's how we get it. And of course, injury is a factor as well in that.
Well, yeah, when you don't start with your two tackles, that's tough.
Then Jordy going out.
Yep.
Early on.
Yep. That didn't take long. All right. Another injury season. Here we go.
I was listening to some of the sports this morning, as I normally do. And, you know, one thing that they did, I've heard speak over again is from Rodgers, you know, you take out, you know, really you lost the game because of those turnovers, right? Mm-hmm. It's 2 turnovers are a big difference maker there. So I don't know.
We'll see.
I don't like it. 2 games in a row with Rodgers throwing a pick. What's up with that? That's even.
Midlife crisis.
Midlife crisis. Yeah. So, well, switching, if you're not a sports fan, into just a lovely weekend. There were so many events this past weekend, yet again here in the city of Fitchburg, and more to talk about this week. And I've got a full show for you, getting you updated on that. So we'll talk about all of that and recapping some of the stuff over the weekend. Of course, I got your Verona Road and Lacey Road construction updates for you. Do it Monday right here on the show. Can't miss out. And guess what, Andrew? One of our favorite guests stopping by, Cindy Yagi, Verona Road Business Coalition, as they got an opening, a road opening. Got that coming up. Plus, they've got their Oktoberfest this week. So we'll be previewing that. And then, of course, your PB&J is the weird and outstanding or outdated, however you want to say it, those holidays, special holidays as they were. We'll talk about all that coming up. But first, we do start with headlines. And as I mentioned, many events over the weekend. We could get out to one of them at least. And it was the 16th annual Viva Mexico Festival. Take a look.
Well, we are celebrating today, every year, the La Movida 1480 AM celebrate and organize this festival called Viva Mexico. This is a festival to celebrate, the Hispanic Heritage Month and all the accomplishment that the Latino community does in the Dane County area. And we are part, Fitchburg, the city of Fitchburg is part of this event because, as we know, 17% of our population are Hispanic. And and we partners with them like in the last 2 years. We decided to have this, to come and participate. So to invite all the Fitchburg residents, they are going to be here today to come to our booth, to the Fitchburg booth, and learn more about what the city can do for them. En nombre de la ciudad de Fitchburg, quiero también hacerles, la ciudad de Fitchburg reconoció el mes de la hispanidad la semana pasada con una proclamación en el concilio. Y estamos muy orgullosos de que la ciudad de Fitchburg cuenta con el 17% de su población son descendientes hispanos. Y todo el mundo es bienvenido. Muchísimas gracias. Quiero agradecer a Lupita y a Luis por invitarnos cada año y por tener esta partnership que tenemos con la ciudad de Fitchburg. I want to thank everyone today for being here, and the city of Fitchburg is proud to have a large community of Latinos, 17% of the population, and we are every one of you is welcome in our city. And please, we have the first mayor that is Latino. He couldn't be here today, Jason Gonzalez. But it's an honor for us to be here today to represent the city of Fitchburg. Thank you very much. Well, today what we're celebrating is not only Mexican, it's only the Hispanic Heritage Month. We are celebrating during the month of September. There are a lot of Latin American countries that they celebrate Independence Days. So what we're trying to do today here is to celebrate all the Latinos. So we come in different form and shape. from different countries. I am from Argentina, you know, and our celebration is in July, Independence. But we are here is to celebrate all the contribution of the Latino community, you know, in Dane County, especially, and what we are doing here in Wisconsin. And it's a critical moment right now for our community to be strong and together for all of the issues that are happening at the national level.
Muy buenas tardes. Es un honor para mí representar al Gobierno de México en esta festividad en Madison. Como ustedes saben, el Consulado de México en Milwaukee representa todo Wisconsin y muy en especial estamos muy orgullosos de representar a los mexicanos en Madison. We, as Consul of Mexico, it's a great honor to be here. The Consulate of Mexico in Milwaukee represents Mexico in all Wisconsin, but we're very particularly happy to represent Mexico in Madison. And I'm very happy to be here with the great Mexican community and Latino community.
I want to say to all the Fitchburg residents that, you know, we are very proud to have the Latinos in our community, and we know that the big impact that you make in our city.
There you have it. I'm going to get up the full, basically the presentation. We'll try to get that up and posted a little bit later this week for you. But fun day out there. And they had a lineup of bands. I mean, I got there at the early part. That thing was running all the way till 10 p.m. last night. So pretty cool stuff. All right, moving forward, we also covered on Friday, we covered a little football action, and it was a huge lineup, as we told you on Friday, with 4 Big 8 games that all 3-1 teams. In one Madison West versus, Madison La Follette versus Madison West game took place. That's the one we were at. We got some highlights for you. Take a look. There's one of the 2 scores of the evening as Madison West rolls on in this game, 14-7. As you watch the highlights, let me tell you that the standings are as followed. Sun Prairie still sitting, they got to win over Beloit Memorial. They're 5-0. Madison West 4-1 now. Middleton 4-1, and Madison La Follette falls to 3-2. Also note Verona falls 3-2. So kind of an interesting piece there. But a very close matchup there indeed, and congratulations, Madison West, on your victory. If you want to catch the full game, by the way, head out to our Facebook page. We got all the highlights up there from that game. All right, moving forward on headlines, it's the Fitchburg Police Department Citizens Academy that's going on right now, and they had a chance to meet up with one four-legged police officer. Do you know who I'm talking about?
Drago.
Just seeing if you were even paying attention.
Drago.
There he is, Drago, and doing some training drills there. Pretty cool. Looks like everybody's having a good time. And it says here, following a classroom presentation, the 9 recruits got a double dose of canines in action. K9 Drago and Officer Parker were joined by the K9 Toronto and Officer Brown from the town of Madison Police Department. Both dogs displayed their excellent senses of smell, and afterwards, Drago enjoyed some attention from the class.
Good times.
Yeah, right? That's pretty cool.
I love that bottom picture. He's just like vegged out like, yes, scratch.
I did my job. I'm happy. Move on, right? Perfect. All right, moving forward, events coming up this week. You've got the Promega Fall Art Show coming up tomorrow night. Yeah, it starts out down at Promega at 5445 East Trail Parkway. Kicks off at 3:30 p.m. with the symposium, and then right after that, you've got the open house. So stop on by. We will be covering this event and bringing you some highlights from it. This runs from September 19th through January 5th. Pretty cool stuff. All right, turning our attention to the Road to Road Business Coalition. They got 2 events coming up this week, both happening on Wednesday. Let's take a look at the first one, and it's the roads are open. We're going to cut a ribbon there. It's going to be a good, fun time. And actually coming up in just a little bit, Cindy Yagi stopping in from Verona Road Business Coalition to tell us a little bit more about this great event. But this is happening at 2:30 p.m. at Design Mart, 5117 Verona Road. Stay for the refreshments and networking. And then you're going to want to head down to the next event. It's Oktoberfest. Yeah, that's coming up as well. That kicks off at 4 o'clock p.m. over at Quivy's Grove, 6261 Nesbitt Road, right there in the Fitchburg, Wisconsin, USA. Of course, you've got live music, fun, food, atmosphere, and of course, Cindy will really wrap this up for us and give us the lowdown. And don't forget those yodelers. Oh, my goodness, they are wonderful. All right, other events in the area, and it's one Only Leaves Should Fall, not you, Andrew. Don't miss this event. It's happening on Tuesday, September 26th, 10:30 a.m. It's at the Boys and Girls Club, 4619 Genuine Road, Fitchburg, Wisconsin. Head on out. We'll actually be covering this event as well, so if you miss it, don't worry. We'll rebroadcast this at a later date. All right, Fitchburg Hometown Pharmacy has a new name, and it's Fitchburg Hometown Pharmacy. It's new name, but same great stuff there. Fitchburg Hometown Pharmacy has been renamed Fitchburg Family Pharmacy. The newly named and branded Fitchburg Family Pharmacy originally was started in a business partnership, but now is moving to a sole ownership by pharmacist Thad Schumacher and his family. Fitchburg Family Pharmacy continues to be located near Pick and Save, the parking lot just off Fish Hatchery Road. So stop on by and say congrats to Thad. Really nice guy. All right, Andrew, I tell you what, we're going to go to a quick commercial break here. But before we do that, I do want to tell you about this week's meetings, or at least show you what those are. We'll be right back. It is Talking Fitchburg.